Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. I had to look up there because there's something at the top I need to see at the top of this thing. Okay, it's okay. Listen, when did a hamburger become a car payment? That's where we are, and I can hear everything in the house, by the way. When did a hamburger become a car payment? Don't you think so? Do you know, have you ever gone and gotten there's no such thing as a dollar meal or a dollar menu meal or anything like that. Going through a drive-through is like buying groceries almost. Can somebody explain to me how I walked into a fast food restaurant, ordered one meal, and suddenly I needed financing? And that's the truth. I said, I started looking around. Well, how much is this? Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm sorry, Evelyn. Evelyn, I can hear the TV. I'm sorry, everybody. Um, anyway, you all can hear the TV. I just want you. So anyway, fast food. The bill is like 57.43. What? 38.25. What kind of meal? What are we? Or what in the world? 17.08. What? What is that? We're talking about for fast food. And they're saying it's cheaper to eat in the fast food. Cheaper to eat in the fast food? I don't know. Anyway, a hamburger is a car payment now. And that's hamburger, a fries, and a drink. Why? Because I like hamburgers. And I like Five Guys. I love Five Guys. And I started off for a ring. Or maybe I should just get a drink of water and go home. I probably, looking down at the skirt I have on today, I probably didn't need to have the whole hamburger thing. But the thing about this is it's really not about the food, really, if you think about it. It's about how life has changed quietly on us. It's changed quietly on us. One day it was one way, and next day it was another way. And by the end of the week, it was a whole different thing. It's like weather in Atlanta. One day it's like it's going to be 40 degrees tonight in Atlanta. And when I'm going to tell my daughter, we need to turn on the heat, she is not going to be happy with that. At 40 degrees tonight. And then it's going to get up to 70 tomorrow. Then we have the air conditioning going. The air doesn't know what to do. Should we have air conditioning or should we have heat? It's the same way with what's going on every day in the week. We used to eat differently. I know we did. So, we had leftovers. I don't know if we have leftovers. I don't know. The cafeteria, Morrison's, Piccadilly. You can get a full meal for like $7 and some cent. I don't know. I just feel like we need to do something. Oh, I remember when one chicken would feed a whole family. But I don't know, the chickens nowadays, I don't know about, they're saying to buy a whole chicken and cut it up. Have you heard that? It's cheaper to buy the whole chicken and to cut it up instead of buying chicken parts. Anyway, so guess what the new luxury is? Luxury items, people love luxury items. I'm one of them. Well, these are my new luxury items. You want to hear them? I'm glad you asked. You asked the right somebody. Eggs, coffee, bacon, potato chips. People are hiding snacks from each other in the house. Not in this house. But people are hiding snacks, I heard. I got to have my snacks because the snacks cost so much. At least they make a joke on TikTok. They hiding snacks from each other. That's crazy. People used to show off jewelry. They don't show off jewelry anymore. People don't talk about jewelry. They don't talk about pearls. They don't talk about any of that. They talk about I was able to pay a bill in full. I was able to get X amount of food. I was able to get butter on sale. People talking about what they can get on sale. There was a time, I guess you said, Georgia, and you had everything. Back in the 80s, I think my daughter told me it's called Sophisticated Shoppers. I had a used store. And this is a woman that's made $1.5 million with the used store, or with having a used store. And so, I think I'm sure I was ahead of my time because everything I talk about, I had. People are making money off of it now. Like I had used clothes twice now, maybe three times, because I like that. I like a formerly owned clothes, and I know how to get the right ones. I just didn't have the right clientele, I guess. Where I was located on Peachtree Street, but that was a fiasco. It wasn't Peachtree Street; it was on the other end, the south end of Peachtree. And I had it in a flea market one time. It did pretty well. We did pretty well there. So anyway, so people are learning joy. So what's joy now? Sitting outside, looking around at the grass and the trees, enjoying the sunset and the sunrise, talking to neighbors. That's a joy. Old movies. And I love the dollar store. The dollar store. See, you all laughed at me with dollar store, but now I see all you high-end people up in the dollar store with me. Love the dollar store. Only thing about the dollar store, you need to ask, is it $1.25? Or is it $3? Or is it $5? Or is it $7.50? Something was $7.50. Whew. Anyway, because they combine with Family Dollar, Family Dollar had $5 products and $10 products and $3 products. And they combine with the dollar store with the $1.25 products. And so now you better ask. Senior trips, homemade sandwiches in the park. So are y'all going to the park? My age group not going to the park. Maybe walking. I do have some friends that in my age range that still go to the park. I do. But I think they buy things in the park. And something else we're missing, laughter. Laughter. It's good to get a good laugh on. So this season is teaching us that joy was never in the spending. The joy was never in the spending. Maybe joy was always in the people. That line, I think that's it. Joy was always in the people, not in the spending. We have lived through segregation. Baby, yes. Yes, I have. Yes, we have lived through segregation. We lived through inflation. Yes, I have. Yes, we have. I've lived through wars. Yes, I have. Yes, we have. I've lived through assassinations. Yes, I have. And yes, we have. I've lived and contributed to and was a part of civil rights battles. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. And yes, you were also. And yes, we are now. And now we at potato chips cost $8. What in the world has happened? And when did it happen? It slipped upon us. And I talk about that slipping upon you thing. That's what the Nazis did. It slipped upon people. Before they knew it, there were no people. They said, we're just going to do this one little thing. And then we're going to do this. Then we're going to do that. Before you knew it, the people were gone. And people were over here not paying any mind. We had a whole world that sat by and watched two things. Sat by and watched slavery, enslaved people. Sat by and watched Jim Crow, lynchings and killings. Sat by. And so they do that over there. Sat by and watched a whole mass of people being gassed out with the Holocaust. We sat by and watched all of that. And what are we going to sit back and watch now? It's slipping upon us from the left and the right. You got it one day and you had this, and now they're talking about taking away all of our rights, erasing us off the earth. You cannot erase a race of people off the earth in the first doggone place. White people. There are more people of color in the world than ever there was white people. Ever. You have fooled yourself into thinking that your skin is going to get you to this and that and other, and you have made the laws to work like that, but you can't wait to go around to these other countries where people of color exist, and you got them all believing that they are better than the black people in the United States. And the black people in the United States, we have come and we have made sure that people believe the nonsense because we're buying into it, paying into it, and acting like it. Instead of coming together like John Hope Bryan is saying. He's my new Martin Luther King. Like he's saying, him and John Smith. You know, we have to do something better for within ourselves, for ourselves, about ourselves, so people will respect us for who we are. And we can do that if we follow and listen to what's being said by John Hope Bryan and others about coming together, working together, doing things together. I like our administration with Andre Dickens. I do like him. I do. And I like the way from what I can see, we are working together more as a people. And that is what we got to do. We cannot be out here on an island. Because that's why we're on an island and we're being shot at. So, you know, we've lived through a lot. I listed all that we've lived through. And so we got to go back to working together. A hamburger can't be a car note anymore. We got to, I don't know how to change that. But I do know how to change the finances associated with us as a people. When you think of the Asian people, you think something about finances. Every country, every nationality, you think about finances. But with us, you think about how to get it from us. How we are being punished for being smart, intellectual, and being human beings. And we can stop that. We can stop that. You go find these places where we have businesses and patronize them. Do we need the Green Book again? What do we need to do to patronize one another? And maybe that hamburger won't be a car note. If enough people patronize, we can get that chips down to $5 instead of $8. If we go to the grocery store that you have started. I need John Hope Bryan to not only talk about the AI part, but let's talk about initiating businesses, the Black Wall Street across America. We could do that. You don't have to announce it. The Japanese never announce anything. The Taiwanese, nobody announces. We're the only one that announce. And when we announce, the guns, the AKA rifle is already ready to shoot it down. If you don't announce, you let what you're doing be your announcement. I learned that with the Delta mother and daughter luncheon some 30 years ago. We have to let your achievement be your announcement. And our achievement, I say these new luxury items, to get those luxury items down, we must shop among ourselves so that we can get the prices to something that's reasonable. And do not announce who you are. And don't put black in front of it. Just do it. You are a thrift store, period. And in the Green Book or whatever we're going to do telepathically or digitally, then we know you're black owned. But just put it out there on the internet and let people buy because your product is good. I know that the hard way. I was Jordan Skin Treats. I was so proud to be a black woman who owned a cosmetic company. And I put my black face out there and it got me zero. The same amount that it got Carol's daughter. Where is it? It's somewhere. But Revlon, Jergens, they still reign. Whose fault is that? That's our fault. And so I'm not going to point fingers. I'm just saying that what we can do about inflation. What we can do about inflation, we can't let a hamburger be a car note. And so let's support Bosque. down on Fairburn Road in Atlanta, hamburger joint instead of any other ones. Some of the franchisees are black owned, like the Five Guys. But I'm saying you got Bosque on Fairburn Road. You got a number of hamburger places that are black owned, that the hamburgers are not a car note. And if enough of us buy the hamburger, we can get it for a reasonable price. We need joy. How are we going to find this joy? We still need to find joy. One thing about it, I got 2 preachers in the house, and they'll tell me joy comes in the morning. Joy comes in the morning. And so, as I close out this show, I have someone calling me, but maybe he'll hear that I'm on the show and I'll call him back. But as I close out this show, I just want you to know that I'm not giving up on us. I'm not giving up on America. I love the United States of America. I love the flag. And I think together, collectively, we can make a difference. We have made a difference in the past when we have come together. Back in the day, we came together as a people. And I think I know that we can do it again. And so let's find joy in Jesus Christ, our Savior. Let's find joy being neighborly, loving our neighbors as ourselves. And let's find joy in knowing that we are going to be all right. And why is that we're going to be all right? Because you know I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.